she not only had her uterus destroyed, but also her skull. So the mother sees him carrying a big black bag. She made all the plan, like, pretend that you don't know anything. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Dominican News. Today, I want to talk to you about a couple of back in 2017, and that was in October, in the Dominican Republic. There was a case, pretty bad one that happened. The name of this girl is Emely Peguero. Emely Peguero was a 16-year-old. You can Google Emely Peguero right now, and you will see what happened. It was horrific, like horrific. Now, in 2017, Emely Peguero, she was pregnant. At 16 years old, she was pregnant. She was a poor girl. When we talk about money, she was poor. Yeah, she was a poor girl. But she had a relationship with a 19-year-old guy, Marlon. This guy right here. You see him? So this dude, that's the father of the baby. That was her boyfriend, right? And he's like middle class because his mother is a politician. So they got a little bit of money. Now, this woman right here, that's the mother of Marlon. That's Marlon's mother. That's his mother, right? So this is what happened. So she got pregnant, and the mother, this woman right here, she wanted her to get an abortion. All right? But she didn't want to get an abortion. She didn't. She was like, no, I'm okay. I'm going to just go ahead and have the baby. But this mother didn't want her son to have a child with this poor girl. You know what I'm saying? So what they did is that if you see this here, they're talking to the press. You'll see what happened. So allegedly, she went to a clinic to have an abortion. Keep in mind that abortion is illegal in the Dominican Republic. Allegedly, this young girl, she went to a clinic like to follow up on her pregnancy. And then this dude right here, he took her to the clinic, and then he says that he dropped her somewhere and she was going to take a bus and then go home. And then nobody heard back from her. That is what he says, right? And I'm talking about 2017. That happened in October. It's been 2 days, and Emely Peguero is missing. Nobody find her. All right. So this gentleman right here and his mother, they talk to the press because obviously he is the first suspect, correct? Now, I'm gonna try to put the video so you can see what they say, especially the mother, because the mother is the one like in charge of the situation. So I want you to see what she says. I'm gonna try to put the subtitles so you can read, and then we'll talk about what happened. So check this out.
En ningún momento mi hijo y yo hemos dado la espalda a la situación, porque ya ella era parte de nosotros. Ella era la novia de mi hijo, es la novia de mi hijo actual. Lo que ayer ellos...
So you see how serious this woman looks like. She's like being very responsible and representing her son, all right? Keep watching.
Sí se ha comentado cosas que no son. Ellos no fueron hacia el Nacional. La mamá la acompañó a la clínica nacional el día antes de ayer y los resultados se lo entregan mañana viernes. Ella tenía 5 meses de embarazo.
And then
desde que nos enteramos le dimos nuestro apoyo. Yo me siento totalmente, desde que supe la situación, lo que hice fue acudir al llamado de la gente de Senoví, que son mi gente, y donde entiendo que me siento igual o peor de cómo ellos se sienten, porque realmente le pido a cualquier persona que haya visto a Emely que por favor que dé una información a los medios, porque nosotros realmente lo que queremos es que se aclarezca el caso, porque ella le dijo a mi hijo que la dejara en el cruce, él la dejó.
So this is what happened. This is what actually happened. This gentleman right here, he took Emely Peguero to his house. She thought they were going to have a conversation there, but in fact, what he did an abortion. He performed an abortion on her. Like he did it himself. That's what he did. So he gave her some pills and medication so she can have the abortion. but it didn't work. So he did it manually. Like he did use like metal tools. He inserted those tools through her, her V area, and he took everything out. So she just she was bleeding a lot, so she died. But it looks like she didn't die right away, because she not only had her uterus destroyed, but also her skull. It looks like there was a little bit of a fight, and he killed her. So what he did is that he took the body. She was actually not buried. He just dropped her like in a garbage area. He just threw her there, pretty far from his house. But the mother, she was not in the house when this happened. So when she comes back home, he tells her what happened. And they watch the camera videos from the building. So the mother sees him carrying a big black bag with the body inside. That's what happened. But she knew about that. She didn't know she was not there when he did it, but then she knew that he did it. So she made all the plan, like, pretend that you don't know anything. Let's talk to the press. Let's pretend that we don't know what's going on. Forget about it. So they did this theatrical movie to the press, to the Dominican Republic. Everybody was looking for this girl. They knew she was already dead, but they were pretending that they were looking for her, and they were a story about it. So the police knew that these people knew about what happened. But of course, it's not what you can say, it's what you can prove in court. It took to the police like 24 hours, she was already missing for 48 hours, but then it took him like 24 more hours to do the proper interrogation and to get the videos and everything. So then he confessed, and he said that he killed her. He did the abortion, and then she died, but obviously she only just didn't die. He tortured her. So this dude, he was sentenced to 30 years in prison. The mother was sentenced to 5 years in prison, but she only served 2 years because she actually did not kill the person. She was not even there, but she knew. So she's like an accomplice. And this happened here. Her body, when she was found, her body was already, rotten. You know what I'm saying? So this happened here to this 16-year-old girl. She wanted to have the baby, but these monsters, especially him, did not allow her to have the baby. So yes, we have good people and bad people on earth. Thank you very much for supporting the Dominican news. Thank you for supporting Food for the Soul. Please subscribe, hit the like button. I love you all. See you next week. Bye.